How we doing? Tell me how excited you are for what's about to happen.
Oh, we're so excited. We hate yard work.
We're gonna transform this into a whole new world.
You could do this as a homeowner.
Okay, tilt it down.
Are you worried about the crack at all?
Keep our fingers crossed. That's professional quality.
Now it's gonna be a little maintenance and huge results.
Yeah,
That's amazing. Look at it.
insane.
So the first time I laid eyes on this yard, it was pretty horrific because it didn't look like there was much growing, and it looked like it needed a severe amount of help. We're gonna transform this into a whole new world. So tell me guys, first off, how did this all come about? In the video contest, it all came together.
Yeah, Max was really grumpy after work. I just had a baby, and the deadline was the next day, and I was like, get out in the yard, we're gonna shoot a video, and we're gonna have fun.
And the horror theme, is this something that, are you a big horror movie fan? Or?
No, no, I'm not, but our yard was a disaster.
Yeah.
Perfect. We're both really competitive people, like really, really competitive people. He's just quieter about it, and I'll tell you, I'm really competitive.
The week leading up to the voting deadline was really intense for us.
I painted our cars and put yard signs out.
We want to win badly.
Yeah. There are lots of reasons why our yard was so terrible and such a pain. We have 2 little kids, and we're both teachers, and he's a coach on top of all of it.
On game days, we don't get home till between 9 and 10.
Yeah. We could never do this. This would never happen.
They are the perfect couple, the perfect family to have their yard totally transformed. Jake Willett, thanks for bringing your guys out here today, man. This is looking good.
Yeah, absolutely.
So why are we pulling the grass out?
Well, water conservation.
Okay, it's kind of intimidating. So number one, can someone like myself do this, or do I need to bring in a pro?
No, you could do this as a homeowner.
Okay.
It's a lot more work as a homeowner rather than bringing in a professional landscape crew to
Yep.
do it, but absolutely, this is a job over a couple of weekends you could do yourself.
All the leftovers you're getting, like, God, like, look at that, woo! And so when you get something like that, you know, you think, what am I doing with all this?
What we're gonna do is we're gonna repurpose this.
Okay.
So we're gonna use it in the center of the yard here to build a berm.
Okay.
And what that's gonna do is it's gonna allow the compost and the nutrients that were in the grass to go back into the soil.
Okay.
It also too prevents us from having to load it up and take it and throw it away somewhere. So, you know, if you're a homeowner and you drive a sedan, it's tough to get rid of this.
And it looks like we got a cutter right over there. Can I jump?
You wanna go give it a try?
Yeah, man.
Okay, let's
Can I
go.
do it?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Let's go start it. Pull right here.
Okay.
That'll work.
And now, the 2 levers, what are these?
One does for walk. This is walk.
This is walk,
Yeah, good.
and then this is
Cutter.
cutter.
There
All
we
right,
go.
ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it. It's a little jumpy, but it's rambling, it's shaking. I don't know what is gonna happen. It's a little bit of work, man. I'm kind of out of breath right now. I'm pushing as hard as I can. I feel like it's back high school football year. I'm pushing one of the sleds because I'm digging in. I keep having to get my foot in here, trying to get this thing to move. Hats off to you guys for doing this though, because this is kicking my butt, man. I don't think I can do it all day. God, man. Ah.
We'll let the professionals get back to their job as Wade sits down with the Schumans to go over the plan for their new front yard.
All right, guys. So our landscape designer, Ann, was here all week putting together these plans. You want to see them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do it. So here we go. What are you guys thinking about this?
No.
It's amazing.
Yeah, this is
There-
awesome.
There's such a variety of color in it, and we weren't really expecting that, so that's amazing.
A lot of times when people think of, you know, xeriscape, they just think of rocks with maybe a little cactus in the corner.
I mean, I don't know how many plants are there, but
There's 70.
70
We got
plants?
70 plants for you, man.
that's incredible.
So the cool thing with these plants is their low water use. And Castle Rock's made it super easy for you. You can go on their website, crconserve.com, and pick these plants out yourself. First off, I guess, no grass, right?
Yeah, that's huge.
That was the whole purpose. And the boulders, did you have any interest with the boulders? Or?
Yes. That's one of the things I love in other yards that I've seen.
The dry creek bed is one of my favorite things that I see. I like that, and I think it's visually appealing. And I like the dwarf blue spruce because it reminds me of a Christmas tree.
How much effort were you putting into your old lawn?
A lot of effort with like little
Payback.
payback. So I know it didn't probably look like we did a lot to it, but
We spent a lot of time
Yeah.
out there.
Well, we're flipping that. Now it's gonna be a little maintenance and huge results.
right.
And how much is this costing?
We won a competition, so it's free.
$3.99, man. Oh, free. I like it.
Oh yeah, we're super
We're-
grateful.
yeah.
This is awesome.
So we're left with some homework, and the homeowners and I were told to take these railroad ties out. Woo! My God. That was a doozy.
We're pulling, and it's not budging at all.
Oh, it's under the bushes. Oh, dang bushes.
Come to find out, it stretches out under the neighbor's bushes.
Wow, we are officially in the bushes.
What?
2, 3. We're there almost for a couple hours trying to get this thing out, and that was one railroad tie.
Oh.
The whole family! Come on, family! It's time to get serious with ColoradoScape. Let's do it. 3, 2. Here we go.
Here, let's take it, and we'll just take it this side. Just watch your leg.
Here we go.
Alright. We did it.
Boom. Woo! Boom. Nailed it! We still have 2 more ties left to take out.
We want the tree to be 2 inches above grade level.
Butterflies love it, hummingbirds love it, very drought tolerant.
We don't want the rock to look like that's a huge rock. That's gonna go right here in front.
Okay. So it's day 2, and Scott and the YMS team come in, and it's all about plants today.
Sometimes just a foot makes a difference.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to move your plant. But
I don't know how we're gonna get 70 plants put in, because that seems like a lot in just one day.
and we're gonna plant this big old tree here.
I was gonna ask about that guy. I hope that's today, because I'm ready for that.
One of the exciting things we have is we have boulders coming in.
Yes, man, the list keeps going on and on.
Yeah, so they should be here this afternoon, and we're hoping also to get the dry creek in yet today.
Let's get going. We got a big day ahead of us,
right.
man.
Okay, now that we have the hole dug, it's time to prep the soil.
Okay.
So we're gonna use this compost, and we're gonna put in 1/3 for every 2/3 of soil. So we'll mix it in. Over there we can put in a little bit more.
So Scott is definitely a landscaping superhero.
So the reason that you dig down this hole 3 times the size is because in Colorado, we get a lot of clay and the water will actually pool
Oh, okay.
and it'll hold in here and then it'll drown out the tree.
Don't want no trees dying, Scott.
No.
Every time I come to him with a question, he goes maybe 20 layers deeper.
We want the tree to be 2 inches above grade level, the ball of the root.
Okay.
We could go over here, I could show you this.
Yeah, let's take a look.
So if this is the top of the root ball here, we actually just want the grade to be about 2 inches right there.
Is there ever an issue of like suffocating it?
If you pile too much dirt on it, you can suffocate it. That's why if you bury it too deep,
Yeah.
and you put a lot of dirt on here, it'll actually compact the oxygen out of the soil and it'll suffocate the tree.
I was curious about that, okay.
Okay, tilt it down. A little more, tilt it.
Bright and early this morning, we sent our homeowners on a couple of field trips. Max to pick out hardscape and some of those boulders, and Kristen to learn about her new plants.
Did you actually get a chance to look at the plant finder
I
site?
did. Yep, I did. It's an awesome website. I wish
Great.
I knew about it sooner.
Yes, it's very helpful. And so we're going to look today at some of the plants that you're actually going to be receiving. This is a nice little Agastache. Butterflies love it, hummingbirds love it, very drought tolerant. See these asters? You're going to be getting asters that look like that.
The
Beautiful.
purple flowers.
Uh-huh.
What zone are we?
We are zone 5 in Colorado.
Zone 5.
So you never want to get plants for zone 7 or 8 because the higher the number, the more toward the tropics it gets.
Oh.
It's really easy if you stick with Plant Select plants. This is a partnership between Denver Botanic Gardens and Colorado State University. You can always count on these to be low water use.
Okay.
They can take our sun, they can take our snow, and they'll come back every year.
We're getting a lot of Kristen's flowers through Plant Select and a program called Garden in a Box out of Boulder. Their experts do the designing and the plant picking. All you have to do is put them in the ground.
They're all selected to go together, complement each other, attract bees and butterflies, and make a wonderful showing in your front yard.
Thank you.
Hey Max, thanks for meeting me out here.
Hey, Scott.
Hey, we got a lot to do today. We got to pick out some rocks, some mulch, boulders, and we should get going and take a look.
Awesome. I'm glad we get to work with an expert.
Thank you. Let's go.
What are the defining characteristics that you look for?
Something that looks unique to you. We don't want the rock to look like that's a huge rock. You get 3 to pick from, so
That's hard, Scott. I feel some pressure here.
There's 3 dozen of them, and each of them is cool in its their own unique way.
What do you think of this one? Do you like that one? Or is
It's
that's
interesting.
too wide, isn't it?
I think it's too long.
Uh-huh. That one's not too big though.
That one's pretty big.
I wanted something that was kind of lower profile. I wanted something that was really beautiful and stunning, something that would catch the eye of people passing by. And I wanted to make sure Kirsten was happy too.
So can I take some pictures and send them to my wife?
Absolutely.
I
It's a great idea.
think the boss needs to approve. Now, what was the other one we saw over here?
I think it was right
That
down
one?
here.
You're so just careful and thoughtful and intentional.
Well, thank
So,
you.
Hey, honey. I want to make sure we're on the same page. So this was number 1.
Okay.
This was number 2.
I like number 2.
Yeah? I really like this one. I think this one has a lot of character. It's got a couple holes in it.
That rock seems to fit your personality.
Start to finish, Max's search for the perfect rocks takes just over 2 hours. But the mission was finally accomplished.
I think it's a good choice.
You think those are good?
I do.
Okay.
Those are the 3 I would have picked out. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So again, we'll dig out about twice the size of the plant.
We got a ton of stuff to do today and not a lot of time. We got all the rock for the creek bed,
And then so we're gonna put the bigger rocks on the side and the smaller rocks in the middle.
We still got to plant 70 plants.
I'm becoming very good friends with this shovel. You know, digging a hole, putting a plant, digging a hole, putting a plant. It's crazy fast, but I'm trying to keep up.
We cover the whole place with weed barrier.
We're also using very high quality fabric. If it looks similar to this, and you can't rip it, that's professional quality. The other stuff will deteriorate within a couple years. Yeah,
All right,
that's the kind of weed barrier you want.
I see. The boulders arrive. I'm excited for this moment because there's rumors floating around that Max had a little difficulty choosing these boulders. I kind of like that about Max, that he loves his wife and his family so much that he doesn't want to make a wrong move because he wants to make sure it's the right move for the family.
These things are huge, 1,400 pounds each. So if you want them to look natural in your yard, you can't just drop and done. You need to dig down and bury 1/3 of the rock. Make sure there's weed barrier underneath and plant flowers around the edges.
Uh-oh, Scott. I'm getting a little nervous because I'm looking over at Scott and I see his eyes looking right at a specific piece of the boulder. It's looking a little dicey. And he says, yeah, look at that crack. That is almost going all the way through.
We're gonna be really careful moving it so it doesn't come apart. Let's keep our fingers crossed.
One wrong move and the whole thing splits.
Try right there. Okay, right there, go down.
He sets it down. All good. It's in place. It looks like it didn't break, so we're all good.
I wonder if we should move more to the left. I just like that pushed over just a little bit. The front of it.
What is happening? This is gonna break. Why are you doing this? Are you worried about the crack at all?
I am really worried about it. That's good. I'll take it from there. Yeah, thank you.
Got one intact rock, thank God.
I was afraid if we kept trying to move it, we might split this in half. So I just thought we'd leave it here and then dig now to position it so it's correct.
So it's great that we get these boulders in, and Mayla comes out, and she automatically sees this as like a little play jungle gym thing.
Which one's your favorite?
The little small one.
And then we bring the bubbles out. She's so excited about it. And I'm excited now to have Max come and see not only the boulders he chose, but see his daughter just really loving it.
Hey, Mayla! Hey, sweetie pie! Oh my gosh! How are you doing? This is insane.
All this work has been done since 7. This would have taken us 10 years.
Hey guys! How's it going? This is awesome. Mayla,
Look.
you like these? I chose these with you in mind.
We're putting in irrigation, rock, mulch. We're still planting a tree.
There's a lot of pressure on right now, that's for sure. Well, the edging is important to keep the mulch separate from the rock.
I love the smell of rock in the morning. So it's day 3 and you can feel the pressure. The clock's ticking because we have so much to get done today. We're putting in irrigation, rock, mulch. We're still planting a tree. And I'm talking to Scott and he's nervous. I can feel it.
We're gonna do our best, we're gonna work hard, It's there's a lot of pressure on right now, that's for sure.
Are you feeling it?
I feel it. I felt it this morning when I woke up. I just want to make sure everything's perfect. You know, I want them to be excited, happy, and I want this to look beautiful.
So Scott, you decided to put in an entire new irrigation system. Why did we do that?
Well, this existing system wasn't working properly.
Okay.
So we decided to go ahead and install a whole new system. They got a new timer, new valves, manifold, irrigation lines, everything.
The irrigation system is amazing. We can turn it on and program it with our phones. It knows when it rains, it knows when it's going to be too cold, so it shouldn't water, so your plants don't freeze and die. I learned that.
One thing that some people can do is convert their existing systems.
So that is possible to do.
It definitely is. So you take the old head out and you screw this one in.
Okay.
But unfortunately, you will have to go dig up all the other heads in the yard and put caps or plugs on them so the water won't spray out there. Then you can run this new drip line and it's much more simpler.
The drip system is the most efficient way to water plants, and you can see it. The water is going directly to the root of each plant instead of having it spray out and evaporate. You're really getting to the source of it.
In just a few hours, the crew will be done, which means it's time to say ever so nicely, Kirsten, time to get out.
We gotta kick you out of the house because we want you genuinely surprised when you come back tomorrow.
Okay.
Come on, hey, we're going. Let's do it.
We're leaving.
We're going.
You got that, Wade?
Let's go, family. I got it. By the time you guys get back, it is going to be a whole new yard.
Yeah, we're super excited.
Give me a hug.
Okay. Bye, Wade.
Yep. We'll send you guys off and we'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right. We'll see
ya.
So how do you know how much rock we're putting down? I mean, how thick do we want it to be?
You know, you want it to be about 3 inches. If it's not 3 inches thick, then it's going to start to move around and expose the fabric.
Yeah. Talk to me about the edging here. Why is this even important?
Well, the edging is important to keep the mulch separate from the rock. We went with a roll top metal edging. It's the most accessible.
Okay.
It's pretty firm, so it'll hold in place pretty well. I don't recommend the rubber, the plastic edging. It doesn't seem like it holds up very well.
But there are other options.
Yeah, and everybody always complains, but the edging in the springtime always pops up.
Okay.
Unfortunately, all edging is going to do that because of the freezing and thawing. I just have to get out there and pound it back down a little bit.
Give you a
in the
little,
spring.
little muscle and you're good to go.
That's right.
Cool. The plants are in, the trees are in, the rock's going in, the mulch is now coming in over the drip system, and I'm getting to see what this is really gonna be. Pretty dang cool to see it all come together. What is this here?
Cascade cedar.
Okay, but they call it
Gorilla hair. Binds together and it holds down, doesn't blow away too well, and it doesn't wash out much either.
Yeah.
So it's really good.
How much are we looking at?
3 to 4 inches, so
Okay.
a good indicator is this edging. It's 4 inches high, so we can kind of keeping our piles close. We'll try to keep away from the plants so we can won't lose them. You go to the right, I'll go to the left.
Do it.
As the crew wraps up the mulch, rock, and all of the finishing touches, excitement is building to show the Schumans their brand new ColoradoScape front yard.
I can see that smile coming. Max and Kirsten, I hope you guys love this. I know you're gonna love it.
I'm more nervous than I thought I was gonna be.
And I can't wait to see Mayla's reaction too. I hope this adds a huge amount of value for you guys for years to come.
Bring on our ColoradoScape!
Yeah,
That is amazing. Look at it.
insane.
What do you think, Mela?
Yeah, what do you think?
Oh, here it is. Are you excited?
We worked really hard not to drive by our house, so we would be genuinely surprised, but that was tough for me. Yeah, I can't even see anything.
Yeah, don't look yet. Don't you worry, we got it all set up.
We couldn't see the yard because it was blocked off with all of the vehicles. So that definitely increased our anticipation, I think.
Last night you got a little bit of sleep.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully this wakes you up because what you're gonna see I think is gonna be pretty exciting.
Yeah, we're super excited.
I had butterflies. I was really
Yeah,
excited
he was
to
telling
see
me
it.
he had butterflies.
Mela, are you
Mela,
excited?
are you excited?
You've been asking all week what you're gonna see here. Are you ready?
I'm more nervous than I thought I was gonna be.
Here we go.
1, 2, 3.
Bring on our ColoradoScape!
That's amazing. Look at it.
Insane.
This is so beautiful.
This is gorgeous. There's so much to look at. I don't know where I should look. Just looking at everything, and I'm feeling like I can't spend enough time on just one thing because there are so many incredible elements.
The curb appeal is phenomenal. I mean, it just looks great. It changes the way our house looks. So driving up, leaving, and when people are driving by, we're proud of it.
Right.
Hey guys.
Scott.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you
What do you
doing?
think?
It's
This is amazing.
incredible.
Glad
It is
you
a
like
dream
it.
come true.
glad you guys
This is
like it.
amazing.
The flow, the way it lays out, I think is absolutely perfect.
It's beautiful.
It is perfect.
I'm so excited because this is so beautiful already, but I know these are just baby plants. And so as those grow, I can't even imagine how beautiful it's going to be. And
I
it's
know.
already gorgeous.
Yeah.
I was at work when all of this was being done, so I'm really excited to go back and look at how the drip irrigation was done and go back and see how all of the different plants were planted so that if we want to add to it later, then we'll be able to do that.
We could never have imagined that we'd have such a nice, beautiful, like masterpiece of a yard.
Maintenance now for Kristen and Max will be checking on the new irrigation system, pulling weeds and deadheading, cutting the plants back every spring or fall, removing the tree stakes in 1 year, and pruning the tree in 3 to 4 years.
Thank you to Castle Rock and the town of Castle Rock and Castle Rock Water and literally everyone else we're forgetting.
Everybody that we worked with throughout this, so helpful and so kind and so loving and just so giving.
This would never happen in our...
What are you thinking?
Well, I'm just really grateful.
Nay, what do you see right there? What is that? Let's go in. Look at it. We can touch it. Yeah, it's a butterfly and a bicycle.
Thank you, Papa.